programmed this out real quick while I was on a flight, and I decided I'm just going to use today's stream to just kind of make a tone for it, track guitars, and get something usable. This whole bridge pickup problem might get in the way of that, but we're just going to see how we go. Maybe this idea is just meant to be a middle position or split coil vibe. Yeah, let's take a listen. This was on a plane to Miami. I had this idea stuck in my head, just using Apex DI, gin bass, the usual suspects. Yeah, this is what I recorded. And that's basically it. Just that looping is kind of all I got in, but there's some pretty cool ideas in there. I'm excited to dig in. I have to figure out how to play this riff. So I'm about to like bring this MIDI into Guitar Pro or something and treat you guys to some amazing, beautiful sounds of Guitar Pro MIDI guitars. Have you ever just used single coils for high gain tones? Dude, sometimes. I had an episode months ago where I used just single coil pickups. This was last summer. I was calling it single coil summer, and I was doing only single coil riffs and trying to get like thick tones using just like the single coil bridge pickups that are in my Tele and my Strat. And it was cool. Listening back to some of those, I think I do things a little bit differently to kind of not get such a harsh profile on the tone, but man, it's a good time. A lot of clarity. You can get a lot of clarity with single coils, and I enjoy that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig in here in Cortex Control, and I'm just going to start building because I'm going to have to work pretty hard to get this to sound how I want from a middle position split coil tone. I want to get something as thick as bridge pickup. Where it's really biting me is the up there sounds a little too like chimey, because in the bridge position, playing up there it just has such a different sound. So I'm just going to have to kind of work with that. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to try a few different amps. I just started with like a super basic, just this amp into a 4x12 Zilla. Randy, you're back. Yeah, how's it going, dude? What's up, Proxor? I have returned. Had a hiatus, lots of sessions and lots of stuff going on, but I've got a little schedule I'm working on, and I'm going to hang out with you guys more often. Hopinski, what's up? I've missed making them. I really have. I've missed making these videos and sharing the stuff I'm working on. Honestly, it was the way I was doing things before was really unsustainable. I'm happy that I'm coming back at it with like a workflow that works and a team that's going to help me out with keeping it consistent. Let's see, maybe like I wonder if a diesel. Those are typically like really rich, but might be just perfect for this kind of thing. And I'll start looking at overdrive pedals as well. Man, I've got some exciting content on the way. Looking through this list of overdrive pedals. Oh man. I've got some cool RTFM stuff in the works. Let's try like an exotic drive. Hey. I guess I would need like man, I kind of don't know where to start. Maybe like a top boost would sort of give me more. Either that or like a mid boost could be really good for this kind of sound. Let me pull up the Friedman. Maybe you. Not a fuzz. Let's try Old Faithful. Every time, man. Every time I'll pull up the green 808. It's so hard to argue with. It's just exactly what I want. And in this case, it might actually save this pickup situation I've got. Is that thing tuned low or are you transposing right now? Right now, I am tuned to drop A. So this is all natural. All natural. Nothing down tuning up here. This is the chain so far. I've got plug-in gate into a green 808 into this guy, which is like a PV 505 situation. This has never been done before. This is a brand new tone no one's ever done. Check this out. Tube screamer into a PV, into a 4x12. Insane. No one's ever done this before. This is new territory. I hope you guys are ready. I hope the world is ready. I'm pretty happy with that. That's as like bright and energetic as I wanted, albeit incredibly simple. I'm just gonna go hit save on that. You better believe it. Doink. Here we are. Let's freaking go, dude. I'm going to compare that real quick with the tone in the demo. So for those of you joining, this is an idea that I already sort of fleshed out while I was on a flight recently. I was flying from LA to Miami. I had my laptop on me, and I just had this stuck in my head. It might have been like a snippet I recorded years ago, but I had like sort of some kind of a vibe in my mind for this. So decided to just kind of program it out and see how far I could get before landing. And my laptop battery died at this exact point. So I was like getting to structuring out a song, and then for some reason the outlets on the plane weren't working. Anyway, this is all what it sounds like. no idea about this bass groove. That's something I'm going to figure out today. I just sort of like made a drum groove and then put bass along with the kick. Drew in like quick pan automation. Man, I'm really proud of this one. These sounds, this is a preset I made. I think I made it in an episode of Weekend Riffs, but what this is just my approximation of like the Tesseract, no cab clean sort of sound using Voyager guitar, which is like this really nice Telecaster library. Oh, it's kind of flashy. I don't know why the UI is bugging out, but sorry for the flashbang here, but yeah, Voyager guitar, just the DI into archetype Nolly, and no cab. And also, Imagero piano, super affordable little, really nice piano that has this kind of cool tone slider situation where the more you turn it down, it doesn't like filter the sound. It blends the samples to a different type of piano that has a darker tone. It's really cool. Check this out. I put like some other stuff on it, like a bit crusher and reverb, but just the piano alone. And then at the top, it's like one of those like wing tack pianos, I think. All the way down to like just a soft, gentle, fluffy felt situation. Anyway, played with that with like a bit crusher on it. I like it better without the bit crushing happening and just the sample reduction. That was annoying. Just insert noise. Not in this situation. I want it to be like here, maybe. And a little bit of reverb action. What's the name of this piano plugin? This is Imagero Piano. Dude, I think this is like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. And there's like DLC for it, but I basically just use Piano 1 every time, man. It's so nice. And I like this little reverse mode. Get out with that shit. That's so cool. Not in this song, though. I like just regular piano. So yeah, guys, this is the vibe. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. I'm nervous about replacing these guitars with my bridge pickup being so buggy right now. For some reason, we have just all noise and really broken signal. Sounds like a cold solder. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough working with that. I've only got middle position split, and I'm just gonna see how that sounds, because I'm gonna be trying to replace this tone. Searing, first time being here. Thank you for joining. This is my first time back. It's been a little while. I'm just going to flesh out this demo with QUAD CORTEX. Are you going to be capturing the DI while tracking? Yes, I am. I love that. I love doing that. I have this horrible fear of like being in a situation where I can't change anything and then I have to replicate in a really clunky way. And I don't like doing any of that. So we're just going to see how we go today, tracking the DI here and the wet signal here. DI is just going to remain off like that, and the quad cortex signal is going to be here. Yeah, super simple. Love that. It's so upsetting, man. This bridge pickup situation. I don't have another 7-string, so I can't like quick swap something out. I'm just gonna stick with. We're just gonna commit. We're just gonna do the middle position situation today. The progression is so fucking sick. Thank you. Thank you. You're so fucking sick. Hits every time. Definitely did your thing. Yeah, man. This is just stuck in my head for so long. There are plenty of ideas brewing. Hopefully this isn't like an anticlimactic episode because so much of it's already kind of fleshed out. Just mainly targeting guitar and bass. I love how easy it is on QC to capture the DI as well. Yeah, man. This is my new like travel. This is my new travel interface. Like I might stop bringing an Apollo around. I captured my vocal recording chain on this. I haven't tried it yet because I'm afraid to. And I haven't had like a situation where I can try it yet. But dude, I might be able to just only bring this with me everywhere I go. I'm addicted. Okay, now the next portion of this is going to be so fun. I'm about to bring my DI signal into Guitar Pro, and we're going to learn this proper. File, let's go, dude. All right, trigger warning. We are using Guitar Pro. You're about to hear the beautiful, beautiful sound of god-awful MIDI guitar. And we are just going to see how this goes. There's a function in Guitar Pro that I really like. That I discovered it recently. You can choose which position a note is played. You can like toggle it with Option and the up and down arrows. And that's been a really cool workflow for learning and sort of arranging guitar riffs out of MIDI. Oh, this is about to get weird. Hope you guys are here with me for this journey. Yep. We're going to go. Let's go, dude. All right. Now, all of this looks like it's an octave above what I want. Now, is that? Yeah. Let's go. Semitones minus 12. And make your tuning drop A. So hopefully this isn't too annoying because it's a short riff. And once I learn it, I can get right back into the DAW Might be practicing it a little bit, but aside from that, this is going to be kind of a straightforward process here. Here, like this. I love that you can do this. I'm holding Option and hitting down arrow, and it's giving me the same exact note, but how it would appear on the string below or above. So you can go like that. And that way, I can sort of put this where it actually is without changing any of the, like, without having to type in frets, because I hate that. And that's going to make this real quick. Let's see. Honestly, middle position will make it sound sick. Blake, hopefully, I'm excited to find out. Maybe I'll layer with some other tones to make it full. Feels like Era vibes on this track. Man, I got to listen to Era. Yo, Randy, I got to leave the stream now. Will you edit it into a video? Yes, Proxor, I will. As soon as I'm done streaming, this is going to get cut down and uploaded this Saturday. Either this Saturday or next Saturday. Well, I'm definitely uploading something this Saturday for sure for you guys. So I'll have a new video this week. This stream is most likely going to be cut down and uploaded next Saturday, though. I was using Guitar Pro to learn the songs on bass for the show I did. It's so sick. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Blake. I love this software. As funny as it is and as memed as it is, dude, there's nothing better for learning and practicing parts. It's just the best. Hey. So this, and all of you. Oops. Okay, and this will be open string, I meant. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm forgetting the shortcut to delete measures. I think it's Option Command, one of these. Delete bar. Aha! Control minus. That's a weird one. Man, Guitar Pro has some weird shortcuts. Here. And now just put all of these nice and neat. Oh, I accidentally deleted part of this. Sorry about this, folks. Sorry about all of this. Sorry you have to hear Guitar Pro today. You're probably having a good day. You know, you're probably just cruising along through your day thinking, I don't have to hear the sound. I don't have to hear the sound of MIDI guitars, bad MIDI guitars, like from 15 years ago that have not been updated or changed. Despite how sick Guitar Pro is, wow, these sounds really are never going to change. They will never update it. That makes me sad. I would love to run Apex with Guitar Pro. I don't know why nobody's talking about it. No one's pushing for it. But imagine if you could have imagine that, except it's Apex and it follows all the articulations. We have the technology. We could do that. But for the life of me, I can't find any way within Guitar Pro to use your own library. We just make everything less painful. I just want less pain. That's what I want. Okay, you. There we go. You saved me from boredom at work? Yes. Yes, Hopinski. Yes. Life is too short to be bored at work. Absolutely frick that, dude. Frick that. Okay. Cool to watch his workflow. I haven't touched Guitar Pro in years. Corny! What's up, dude? Good to see you here. Yeah, man, this is kind of a cool way to do it, and I love that I can do things like this with the option up and down arrow. Honestly, I don't think I would be here right now in Guitar Pro. I don't think I'd be here right now if it weren't for being able to transpose in Guitar Pro. No, I don't think I'd actually be using this in my workflow at all if I couldn't just move these up and down from strings without changing the note. Oh, and these still need to get transposed down. Yeah. Okay. Down 12. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Guitar Pro is the best guitar sound ever. Man, I feel like a lot of people don't agree with that statement. I think it's charming when I'm using it. I'm like, okay, sure, it's Guitar Pro. Like, if they don't update it, I'm not gonna negotiate it with it. I'm like, whatever. But man, people definitely, I think this software gets under people's skin a little bit. As useful as it is. I like that it's funny. I like that it sounds funny, and it's kind of a meme. Let's see if this is going to be playable, this part here. Let's see. Looks cool, but complicated? A little bit. So, knowing the shortcuts, knowing the shortcuts with this makes it really simple. And all I'm doing with it is I've imported the MIDI exactly as it is. I exported it out of Logic. I imported it without changing anything, without adjusting the notes that I'm importing in. And I'm just using Guitar Pro to place those notes on the fretboard. And what you're seeing me do is just by holding Option and pressing up and down arrow, I'm just moving the notes up and down by strings. So it's not actually too complicated, but playing it is the complicated part. Maybe that's what you meant when you said that, in which case, yes, I agree. Gulp. And there were some notes that I put in that go below the register. I'm just gonna, I'll maybe put those an octave above, but I'll see once I start learning it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about those. The low E, pretending that it's on an H string. Okay. Let's learn this shit. I know this. I know this. It's noisy. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. So for this, here's another example of why I love Guitar Pro. I'm not sure if I want to play it like this or this versus both are equal amounts of a pain in my ass, but I can toggle between the two. Just option up. So when I like save this and leave it in there, I can just, I'll be able to reference it later easier. Anyway, next one. 10, 12, 14. Maybe this. Learning this part right here and changing it so that it actually is like, so that it's real. Maybe it has to be. First one seems easier to me, but that stretch is tough either way. Yeah, man. Like, it's choosing whether or not I want to go like this, which is kind of awkward with the middle finger to pinky. Or, which I kind of like being able to, and just like sweep those two. Yeah, I like it better. I kind of like that. Whoa, wait, okay, so what if it's like this? Either way, getting to that A up there is kind of awkward, so. Yeah, that's cool. Hammering on from nowhere. Like, I'm picking the E string and then hammering on the A string. Here, let me like. So. And then next part's easy. It's just transposing the third. Okay. That's weird. It's kind of cool though. I like playing it. And now my favorite part. It's gonna be weird. I just prefer the sound of that with the bridge pickup, but all right, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Damn. See, corny, so I want to bridge it up. It's just that my switch, I think there's a cold solder on it. Adjusting it, I can find a point where the connection works. But unfortunately, it's not just going away. And I don't have another 7-string, so we're just gonna see how we go. What was it? Then whatever the hell this is. Maybe I'll try this. It's open. It doesn't sound as cool as it does in Apex. And I also did some kind of octave stuff in Apex, so maybe I'll learn it this way, and I think I'll just use the laser pedal, or I'm on Quad Cortex. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it would be cool. What if instead of playing it and then playing it like this and then pitching it up, what if I do some kind of tapping situation and figure out these notes higher up on the neck? That could be kind of cool. Let's see. At the end here. I don't know. You guys want to see me practice that for like 6 hours? No. I'll at the very least, I'll like leave the Apex in for that. Man, I love the high part. I might have to do that. I might have to like tap something and perform it like that. And I love riffs like that too, and I've written stuff where I do some kinda like, I've written gestures like that with octave displacement where I'll do some of that kinda, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to map it out, though. Let's freaking go, dude. I probably won't do this random high note because that's nuts. Unless I do both of those. Na, na, on the taps. Yeah, let's map that out. So those two. Is there a transpose shortcut? There isn't? That's stupid. Try this. Oh, that's kind of what I'm looking for. No, it's 2 octaves up. Yep. I love octave displacement that goes that high. Oh, damn, that's awkward. 18, 17? No, all of those are awkward to play. Oh no, they're like right next to each other. My fingers are like... Maybe it's just the last note, like... Damn. Maybe. I'm gonna put that in the file, but I'm probably not gonna play anything that crazy. It's just gonna take too much practice to do on stream. There's a chance that I, like, flesh this out in tabs, start tracking a little bit of the parts I'm already familiar with, and then come back to this later after practicing it. Unless for some reason my stream called "Making a Tone Using Quad Cortex and Tracking Guitars," suddenly everybody that's at my stream is super happy to hear me practice a part to a metronome for like 2 hours. Otherwise, I'll probably just go back to... I'll, like, flesh out some of these bass parts and some of these grooves, and then come back to this at a later stream. Because I personally love when streamers do that, when, like, amidst creating a bunch of stuff from scratch, all of a sudden at one point, a stream will revisit an old song and finish the idea. I think that's a part of the process that doesn't get too much recognition and doesn't get a whole lot of attention. So maybe that could be cool. Corny, I'm glad you're enjoying this, man. I'm glad you're digging it. For all of the for how messy it all is, and how half-baked the ideas are. Oops. transpose U by 12. And then maybe this will be playable 2 octaves up. That doesn't exist. 27, 26. All right, what does it sound like? That, I think, gets 2 octaves up. Let's go. Does it max out at 12? That's stupid. And then that can be open. Yes. I think all of this gets 12. Man, I'm really hoping that I'm hoping there's a quicker way to do this in the future, because right now I want to just transpose these notes by an octave as quickly as I can with MIDI. And it just doesn't look like there is a way to do that. I think these go up 12 more. That has to go down, actually. And once more. Yeah. Let's find out. Let's try this out, folks. Tune up real quick. I'm gonna get all the boring stuff out of the way right now. And then get back to producing this banger. Okay, so that's the right hand. Do I need to tap that? Don't clip that. Maybe I actually can. So I could either play that part. If I try to do this without tapping, which might be more feasible. This actually is an open note on the A string here. I'm pulling off to open, and then I think that's gonna work. I think that works. Or I could hammer from nothing on the following string. I could just hammer from open like that. But those are always a little weird, just because I have to really mute this open note when I hammer on the 17th. I just realized there's a huge jump right there from the 19th fret to the 8th fret. That's stupid. That 8, I think, has to be a 20? Is that right? Really? Yes. Yep. That's wild. All right. So that way I remain in the 17th position for this entire thing. Oh, shit. Shit. Yeah, this one, I think I'm going to spare all of you guys the practice portion of this. Go over what's going to happen. And then later on, I have to come back, do this properly, put in however many hours just to get it really clean, and then do whatever I have to do to get my freaking pickups to work. And then we'll track guitars for this. Oh yeah, maybe it can be kind of like the current riff without tapping. Yeah, I think that might be the move. That might actually, that might be feasible. Maybe this part I still tap just for the aura. Let's go over it. I'm going to mark these as tapped. I don't always go through and put in like hammer on, pull off for everything because it's a lot of work if I don't remember to start out doing that. But here, that's going to really help, just seeing that that's tapped. So then that part will be doubled. High octave and low octave, for sure. I don't know where to place it on the fretboard, the low octave, but that's definitely maybe. All right, so that's, I think, how it's going to be played. I'll also make a point to update this and let you guys know in the next stream as I'm doing it, if anything changed about the way it's played. If that's exciting enough, I don't know. I think I'll just get to production stuff and get on with it. Let's see how we go. All right, production brain, activate. Perfect. We got a logic crash, folks. Sorry about this. Oh, nice. All right. How's it going, guys? How's your week? How's your week going? It's Wednesday. Week's half over. Excited for the weekend? Excited for anything tonight or tomorrow that's going on? Oh? Yes! Let's work on this bass groove here. This kind of thing. I was trying some of these kinds of little kick things. I don't really know what to call that when it goes like, or faster than that, when it's like this. What do you guys call those? Because I'm not sure if there's a name for them. Like for that specific gesture. I know this is like, what is that? That's like 48th notes or whatever. But I don't know what to call that gesture. Oh yeah, see, I put one there. Maybe not that one. Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm just copying this and leaving the fill at the end, right? That's right. I'll just consolidate all of this. Oh shit, Randall is live again. This is a vibe. C-Dub, what's up? Yes, I'm back. I am so back. Got some stuff in the works. I'm not going to say anything except it's about to go down. That's all I'm going to say for now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this out and I'm going to just record real bass so I can jam on it. That was a problem I was having while I was on the plane. I was like, this needs a groove. And I can usually come up with some kind of drum groove by just putting notes down and then muting and moving things around, and I can get it to sound like a vibe. But when designing a bass part, I'm like, I have so much trouble doing that with just like a mouse and keyboard. You kind of have to play it to sort of figure out what's going to happen. And I always find that the parts that I make, specifically like a bass part, the parts that I entirely program end up just being a little bit weird. So let's switch out. Yeah. I think this might be my first time. This might be my first time showing off this bass on stream. I'm pretty excited for that. I call it brap. Corny. Wait, can you elaborate? I admit that the chat wasn't the chat didn't update in time. My imagination is running wild though. I call it brap. Not gonna lie, I struggle with bass programming. I'm thinking a real bass will be better, but I'm just lazy and don't want to learn how to program right. Dude, right? I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way a lot of the time, I'll say. There are times where like my bass technique I know is not up to scratch for a particular part, and I know I'm saving myself work by just programming. But man, sometimes if it's a part that stands alone like this and isn't like it isn't just straight up copying a DI part that I have in MIDI, I'm like, oh man, I just want to play it. I just want to play it. Ends up sounding better a lot of the time. Ends up feeling better every time. Yeah. Now, the Lamau the brat part was when you asked what you call that double kick thing before the snare thing. Yo, that's a brap. What do we think? What do we think, guys? Is that a brap? Is that what we call that? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Do we call that on the kick drum? Do we call that a brap? That's funny. That's pretty good. Yeah. If you say it like brap, that's extra funny. Extra bonus points for that. Yep, sounds right to me. I say, man, whenever I'm like in production mode and I'm moving samples around, I say whoops and fwops a lot when I'm talking about like reverse stuff into the downbeat, like this type of stuff. Like that's a whoop, and then this is like a fwop. Whoops and fwops. I can't remember. I heard that from somebody and I fully stole it, but man, that's what those are. A whoop and a fwop. Or whatever. Maybe they're both reverse. Doesn't matter. Let's play bass. I'm going to copy all of the plugins on this and put them on a brand new bass audio track. And I'm just going to like approximate the tone. In situations like this where it's such a different section that you wouldn't even be able to notice the change in the bass tone, I kind of like just going for a different bass sound. So let's do that. I'll like approximate it, but not try to copy it, since this one's just supporting the guitar. Oh. Oh, it's like destroying all of my processing. That's all right. I'll just go like plug-in mode only without using the QC for this part, and then dial it in after so that it matches a little closer. This is pretty nice though for that. Super basic and dumb logic question here. What is the I on the armed track? So that is input monitor. That's so that you can hear the audio through Logic. And I have that on since I'm using plugins. Whenever I'm using Quad Cortex, I don't need to put that on because I'm monitoring it through my console here, through UAD. So I've got Quad Cortex right here. You guys are seeing that, right? Yeah. So I have it muted right now, but the I is input monitor. Okay. Let's start jamming on this. I'm going to have to turn it way up so that I can hear it in low latency mode. kinda cool. I like that part. Let's hear what it sounds like actually. Something like that. Maybe I'll retract that. Just curious why Logic over other options? Man, I've used a few different DAWs over the years. I started out in Pro Tools at age 12, which I later found out was uncommon. And I was like all in on Pro Tools until college. And honestly, I started using Logic because of my friend Nick Broomhall, he's been using Logic from the beginning. And there were some things about it that I just really loved. I also went to Ableton for 2 major label records. It was just like a long process of just only using Ableton for a bunch of songs, and file management and session management started bothering me. And also the sends in Ableton they didn't meet my needs. Like I use both. I use all 3 of the DAWs I just said, Pro Tools, Ableton, and Logic, on different projects for different purposes. But man, I just keep coming back to Logic because of some of the quality of life things. For example, you can hide tracks. I love that you can hide tracks in Logic. Pro Tools has that too, but Pro Tools is a bit... I want to say that it's a bit clunky for this type of production and this type of creativity, but I'm not even sure that that's true. It's kind of just preference, I think, between the two for this kind of creativity. It probably ends up coming down to just the MIDI and the take lanes in Logic, just offering so much convenience. I've also got a really good workflow with articulations in MIDI that Pro Tools I don't think has. I haven't checked for them, but man, the way I've been working in Logic is so fast, and I'm really happy about that. So that's my main reason for Logic over other DAWs. I don't think I don't believe in any kind of DAW supremacy. DAWs are boring, and I don't really care about them when I'm being creative. I care about like getting fast at them so I can get ideas out quicker. But DAWs are less interesting to me than music. So whichever DAW you are happiest in, that is the best DAW. My plan is to try out Logic when I transfer over to Mac. It's going to be a fun learning curve to tackle coming from Reaper. Man, I've heard some things about Reaper. That are really, really enticing. I don't know if this is still true, but I heard, maybe it was like a year ago now, I heard that Reaper is the only DAW that actually uses all of Mac's efficiency cores. So when you're looking at the specs of the Mac that you're shopping for, you're going to see like these crazy number of cores and efficiency cores and GPU cores. And apparently Logic doesn't even use Apple's proprietary efficiency cores. So it's like you have power in your laptop that the developers of Logic aren't taking advantage of. And that grinds my gears. That pees me. That gets me a little angry. So I'm even considering learning at least like basics in Reaper. I think Buster Otoholm also mentioned that it's like the most stable DAW of all of them. Like he uses Reaper for live playback because the thing does not crash. So that sounds pretty sweet, because Logic, Ableton, and Pro Tools all they just crash a lot. There are a lot of random little things that trigger crashes, and it's just I need that kind of dependability in my life. So I might try with Reaper. The workflow looks really smooth in Logic, and it's something I noticed watching you and Nick. Yeah, man, that was for real. I came back to Logic a couple of years ago, just Honestly, it was from watching Logic users move around in a UI that was designed by Apple. They are just the best with presenting information to you that and hiding the things you don't need to see. Ableton is a little bit the opposite, a little bit. It kinda doesn't have anything hidden at all. So it's sort of the opposite where it's like everything is constantly accessible. You can right click anywhere and you'll have like all these options. There's no real hidden menus like in Logic, but as a result, I found that it was a bit inflexible for me. So that's sort of the reason I come here for this. Uh, the UI with Apple, I'm just moving ideas around in this beautiful, colorful space, and it's meeting all my needs. I really enjoy that. I love Logic. It's a good time. I legit just create my own binds and scripts if I don't know how to do something. That sounds pretty sweet, man. That's enticing. I'm afraid of it because Logic is like a balance of those where you can edit all your key commands. Oh, you can edit all your key commands. So these are limited and in a way that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because going down the rabbit hole of scripting is like it just could take too much of my time away. But I love the sound of that, man. If there's a function I can't do within the DAW, I could just program it. Maybe. Maybe that's next. If I don't start on Cubase first, because I hear a lot of great things about that too. Ugh, takes a lot of time, you know? If you use all of your own plugins, Reaper is awesome. Reaper's stock stuff sucks compared to Logic. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard that Reaper doesn't really have much to offer in stock plugins, and I that's not like a deal breaker for me. I love so much of Logic's stock stuff, but I have a lot of third-party plugins that I are just like baked into my workflow. I don't think I would have to sacrifice too much switching. Thankfully, you can hide anything you need in Reaper and Studio One. Love that. I love hiding things I don't need to see. Even some of this, I'm like, these I don't need some of this stuff. And then I just press H and there's all of these things already in my session just in case. I literally used to work around that in Ableton uh, by just making a folder that stays closed. But last thing I want to say about it is that the ability to turn off a track is mandatory for me. I think that not being able to do that in Ableton was really bumming me out. Being able to just go like this and boom, my DSP, it's just taking up less DSP and all of these are off, but the data is saved. I'm like, man, being able to toggle that is amazing. Let's see. And another thing, if you relate to that problem, if you have that same gripe, then check out Studioverse right here. Studioverse, a free plugin from Waves, allows you to disable plugins so they're not using DSP, not bypass, because bypass doesn't save you any DSP. When these are grayed out like this, it means they are off, and your computer is not using any resources on them. And you do that by holding Control and clicking. So do not sleep on Studioverse. It is a lifesaver because Logic also doesn't, you can't like deactivate plugins like you can in Pro Tools. So this is my solution for that. My mix bus can have a bunch of preset options that don't take up any DSP until I want them to. That is my shit. Let's see. True, but you can add the JS plugins. They're pretty close to the stock Logic ones, or you can get the kilohertz. I don't care about Epstein. Yeah, same here. Who? What's up, dude? What tuning are you using? Drop D? Okay. All right, man. Well, it was nice meeting you. for how briefly we have, but I'm putting you on timeout until you're sober. You know, love and respect to everybody. Let's keep it real. Let's do that. Anyway, I think that's enough yapping. Let's make music. That's a pretty good part. That's basically what I want. All right, now they sound very different. Let's check here. I love the sound of this one better, actually. Let's see what this sounds like with the DI instead of the grit. It sounds so... Real bass sounds so much better in this case, at least with the tones I'm running right now. Let's try this. I'm going to duplicate this bass track. I'm going to copy only the plugins onto this, and I'll use the DI setting in Gin Bass. This is probably... Need to fix the gain staging because that is whack. But that's better. Oh, you know what's a cool trick that Chris Badan put me onto? King Badan put me onto this, using DI match to match programmed instruments to your finger tone. I'm going to use it here to match Gin Bass to my Stingray. Let's see how we go. Just going to make a new profile. That's about right. Okay. So now I should be able to find that. Oh, I see. I gotta name it down here. My bad. There's like a dialogue that wasn't showing up. Stingray. And this is position 5. Cool, cool. Deactivate that. Go up here. For this, you're going to need DI match right at the front of your chain. Nothing before it, because that wouldn't make much sense. And now, let's go back to a section with that bass playing and capture it. Hey, not bad. That'll do. It's pretty good. I wasn't really expecting like perfection out of that, but at least in the time being here. And I'll also move over my sidechain compressors here. Make sure they're going to the right place. They're so not here. Let's see. What are you? Sidechain snare 226, 225 and 226. Sweet. Oh, that is correct. Sorry about this, folks. There we go. Oh, there we go. My bad. Basically just leveling out how much sidechain compression I'm getting from the kick and the snare. And now I have room to turn it up a little bit more since it's tucked. Yeah, man, I think that was the move. want to do in that section, I just noticed exactly how much these bright guitars pop out of the mix in that part, and it kind of adds too much energy at the beginning. Maybe what we'll do is a good old-fashioned filter sweep. And I'll just use the plugin I've already got on it right here. Let's go like this. Just slowly open it up. Other way around. My bad. I meant to do this. Even more steep than that. This filter might be too gentle for one of these moves, you know? Unless I don't want to automate that, though. Yeah, you know what? I actually prefer a Moog style filter for this instead of like an SSL channel. It's a little too gentle. It's kind of meant for mixed moves, whereas this is like a prod move. Let's pull up Filter Mini. Which is basically the same filter you get on a Moog subsequent 25 or subsequent 37. And I love it. I love the Moog ladder filter. Here, cut off. Just do this. Listen to that. Maybe not opening up all the way there, because that's very bright still. I kind of only want it to be all the way open during one of these big sections. I think that's the move. And that's cool because it'll sound like it's kind of creeping out of this piano sound. That's so cool. I think I could turn the low up on the, turn the bass up on the bass, turn the lows up on the lows. You know what I mean? I feel like you know what I mean, you know? Maybe this right here stops short. this. Maybe set this to be like a dead note. All right, high key need to elevate this part somehow. Not using bass, but somehow. Some kind of atmosphere would be cool there, you know? Because it sounds like a step backwards. First off, a good old-fashioned whoop absolutely is in order. One of these. I said one of these. Okay, that's weird. I'm just going to find a new one. Yeah, one of these like low. I think. It's weird. Don't know why I'm not hearing that. Yeah. Then like a ka type sound. What's this? That's a good layer for what I want. Maybe not. No. All right, pretty happy with the impacts there. Now let's get something. I want these chords, but I don't want that same pattern. So I'm just going to edit that out. I'm probably going to play with like a arpeggiator or something. And just fill this space with notes. And here's kind of a weird thing I did. At that chord change, it's actually, there are some weird notes that aren't part of the chord at the very beginning of it that I thought were kind of a cool as like a red herring that sort of make you think the chords are going in one direction, but they don't. You can hear it best over here. Check this out. Which I've never done something like that before, but I like the way that it kind of scrambles your expectations. I don't really know what. You're not really certain when you first hear it what chord we're going to. You think we're going to, which I think is the flat 6. But then it goes and changes its mind right after those first few. That was intentional, funny enough. I just had a cool thought right here. Yeah, no, I just had a really good idea. I think what I'm gonna do is double the bass guitar in the second half of that down section with synth. I'm gonna find like a gritty synth bass, or I'll just build one using Serum. Really basic, like just some saws. Yeah, no. I'll do saw, start with this filter. Ironically, I'm gonna have to end up programming that bass part. So let's start with this. Let's start off unison like 7, detune around here, turn it down a bunch. Yep. All right, just gotta program it. Just gotta do that. It's gonna be a little boring, but it's gonna sound crazy. Yeah, see, like all of that is just not, it's not there anymore. Da-da-da-da. That's like this. So. Da-da-da-da. I can put that there. Short note actually sounds kind of nice on a bass synth like this. Like. Da-da-da. It has to be even there. Then this. And some of these. And some of these, dude. Da, 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 da. I think I'll leave out the first of these. Da, da, da. Type shit, you know? Oh, this is all like directly over the chat. Okay. Na, na, na. Like that. And make sure that we have our glide set right. Mono, always. Yeah. Set it slower than that. Da, 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 there. I'm gonna use short notes like this to trigger a slide up in pitch. Because this is one of those rare instances where I don't need to like program pitch bend into this performance. Okay, almost done with this. Almost back to making music. Lol. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Okay. Almost there. Might actually need these notes. Yeah. I wonder if that would sound good with this synth bass doubling it. Like, probably dropped an octave. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely yes. Big yes, actually. Big. I think I only want it for a few sections. I only want it to like transpose up the octave like that in a few spots. Like this. And because it's synth, we can just go absolutely silly style with this octave displacement. If we want. It might not be a vibe, but if we want, silly style is on the table. Ooh, I could do this kind of thing where like certain notes are just randomly octave displaced. That's my shit. I love octave displacement like this. I think I'm going to do it at the note level. I started like editing clips. I'm like, no, I'm just going to choose the notes like this and just jump around. Definitely gonna be stuck in my head too. Oh, I appreciate that, Hopinski. I hope it's stuck in your head in a good way. I hope you like it. You ever listen to The Algorithm? You ever listen to Remy Gallego, I think his name is. I'm probably saying that American as fuck, but he's this French producer that he's worked with a bunch of metal guys, so he's sort of known in the community, so maybe you'll know who he is. But this makes me think of something off his 2014 record. If you ever heard that, I think it was called Octopus. This reminds me of one of those, the way that it like jumps up and down octaves. Like destroy it. Yes. Excellent. Things like that, right? Where it's only some notes are octave displaced and other ones stay where they are. It makes for like a different shape than the original. And I love that. It's like getting a brand new idea from something without changing any notes, literally just throwing them up the octave. Oh yeah, definitely Haken vibes. Oh, you know what? I was talking to Nick about this. I showed him this idea. I showed him this after I got off the plane, and I was like, dude, I was jamming on this. It was stuck in my head, so I made it. And he was like, this is absolutely like Haken vibes. This is for sure like something off of The Mountain. And I was like, yo, you're so right. I hadn't thought of that. Like this. I love shit like that. Like just choosing random notes, see how they sound up the octave. And here I'll do that same octave displacement the guitar is doing. And I'll probably mess with it to make it cooler. Yeah, like... That's my shit. Yes. Okay. Let's check our work here. See you later, Corny. Thank you for coming to hang. Appreciate you, dude. Man, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to be streaming again next week, so please come through. I'm about to post a schedule on my YouTube because I want to do this more often. I love hanging with you guys, and I like making ideas on the spot. So why not? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay? Thank you again, dude. Much appreciated. I'll see you later. Just changing up the cymbals for this section so it's a little heavier. And make sure that these are low at the beginning because I think they're more impactful that way. let's come back to this anamorph part because I didn't flesh that out at all. I just put some chords there, didn't even finish editing them. Let's make this music now. And here's how. All of this gets in time with the rest of the notes in the chord, and just shift backslash, fill the space. And I'll keep this fake out chord thing because it fucking cool. And here's what that sounds like. Now just change the sound because this is just the default anamorph. I want something different. This is a cool layer because the arpeggiator is giving you a lot of notes, but the effects on anamorph, this sort of reverby situation, is smudging the notes so that they behave as though it's like a held chord. So it's a little busier than just like a static synthesizer, but it's more exciting. And we're going to sidechain it. right, here is what I'm going to do to make up for the fact that we didn't end up building a tone and going in with Quad Cortex. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to set up a tone for a guitar layer, some production guitars. And here's how. I'm going to start with this hella distorted PV situation we started with. And I'm just going to go to town with effects. Maybe make some room for an EQ at the end and just dial it in so I can perform it without having to think about the DI or anything, you know? Just want to take advantage of the fact that I've got one of the coolest pieces of gear I've ever owned right here in front of me. I love Quad Cortex. I am not afraid to say it. This thing is my shit. Kick sounding punchy even on the phone? Yes! Yes, dude. Love to hear it. Love to hear that. All right, let's get started. So, an overdrive that I've come to really love is the 81 Creations, which is like a rat style distortion, but just with its own flavor. And I want that with verb and delay and all that good stuff. Let's go with a tape delay. Man, I love tape delays. Have I said that lately? I really do. I'm going to go no ping pong this time, but a lot of wow on it. A little bit of flutter. And yes, the answer is yes, absolutely yes. I'm putting a delay before the amp, folks. You know, that's just a thing I do. I put delay before the amp, and I love it. It makes me happy. That's nice. Maybe less gain on the amp. Chorus before the amp. Yes! Good idea. I'm actually going to do that. Let's go ahead and chorus after this distortion, because we love it. That's kind of exactly the vibe I was about to go for. How about flangerish? Let's try the 229T without all the delay to distract me. That one's kind of subtle, but let's see how we like it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Honestly, that's the kind of sound I want on this guitar I'm about to do. That's kind of the sound. I want it to be like slightly dissonant before the amp, so the distortion sounds that way that I love, that one particular way. That's with no reverb at all. That sounded wet as fuck. Let's go ahead and grab Nordic Hall. Nordic Hall is based off of Valhalla, and I love Valhalla. So let's see how this sounds here. like that. Reminds me of the Contortionist a little bit. Like the end of Language 1. Fun stuff. I think that I'm going to end up cutting some of this high end a little bit. Okay. That's kind of the sound I want. This is now a new patch, though. This is not Big Doink Energy. Doesn't sound like Big Doink Energy. It sounds like... There are a lot of time-consuming tasks in production. None quite as bad as coming up with patch names that aren't just generic. Coming up with, like, the right pun for this preset. I bet if you added up all of the time I've spent in this exact position just trying to think of a name, it's probably days, and it's probably just enough time to, like, learn a language to be conversational, like a conversational language. You know what I mean? Space Doink. Thank you. Thank you, Hopinski. I like the way you think. It's perfect because it's similar enough to the name of the project, and it tells you exactly what you need to know. It's not Big Doink Energy, this one. This is Space Doink. Thank you. You just saved me. I was going to be stuck there. This is about to be a 12-hour stream. For real, though, I'm about to wrap this up. This is probably going to be the last thing I record, and then we'll give it a listen through, and I'll get a hold of some food. Yeah, no? Maybe just clear out some of that low end that I know I'm not going to keep. And just filter instead of... Yes! Okay. And just because I know I'm going to cut 1K, let's do that. I'm going to play it in context before I make those decisions. Maybe I'll start something basic the first time. Yeah. Put me in, coach. Oh, I don't even have like tracks ready and shit. I'm all messed up. Okay. Every time. Okay, we're getting the shape of it. Every time. That's the palate cleanser. That's just to make sure you're paying attention. I kind of want to get into the higher register right at the midway point. Like, I kind of want this to not even be really noticeable in the first half. And then once we hit this point, this is going to elevate. I might even like turn it down in the first half. Let's try. Okay, cool. We're getting DI recorded. Excellent. Dude, Hopinski, I saw your last message, like, just as the halfway point was coming around, and I was like, yo, I'm doing that. I was like, exactly in time. I was like, yes, you're right. Okay, I just keep doing the low part, and then I'll add the high part after. Genius! Thank you, dude. See, this is the kind of thing I really like about live streaming. That literally wouldn't have happened. That was like a real life interaction. That's cool. I love this shit. Good looks on that one. Thank you. I swear, sometimes I forget it doesn't need to be like one part. It can be 2 layers, and it's, you know, no rules. And that's just the correct way to do that. All right, let's jump in on this second half. What's the first note of the first part? That's C sharp or C. That was perfect. Did it capture it? Did it work? No, that's fine. I'll do it better. I'll do it better. How's it going, dude? How's it going, dude? How's it going, dude? Staying away from the alcohol? How's it going, dude? How's it going? Good to see you, Angie. What's up? You caught me right as I'm recording the last thing of the day. So you're just in time to hear the final thing. Real quick, though, I'm just going to put this on real quick. Not even close. slide down at the end. No, that was close though. That was cool. So start on E, slide up to A. Amen. There it is. And I'll just fade out the end there. Gonna call that the end. I like put some layers after it in case I wanted the song to go longer, but not today. We're gonna call it done. There we go. Do a little fade out action. Like that kind of thing. Hey, Randall Bandle Fofandle. Hey, McFick bro. What's up, dude? How's it going? How's it going, dude? Ending should be used for video games. Outro. Man, that is high praise. It makes me think a little bit, once again, of Expedition 33, where like there's a cooldown at the end of a battle where it gives you like a different section of the song, but like a low-key B section. Kind of makes me think of that as it ends, right? Like victory. That's cool. All right, I think that's everything. I'm going to check the balance on this, and then we'll give the whole song a listen. Housekeeping here to make sure I'll know where to find everything next time. QC1, QC2. And also, so I can do a quick fade in at the front of this. And I need something to hit the mix bus at that moment. I think it's going to be Old Faithful. Here we go. Side chaining it as well. Oh, I'll just group these together and do all that. Yes. Letting life be easy. Yes. That's my shit. That was guitar. You know what? Space doink. Space doink. Okay, last thing I want to do is group these. QC2 and QC1. And right at the end here, I'm just going to have them drop in volume. Not that much, like this. So sick. Okay, now you two do the same thing, but it does have to be kind of instantaneous. Maybe like this. This is all this like cutting and fading I'm doing is truly just because I don't like adding volume automation when I don't need to. Like this is stubbornness. You're watching me be stubborn. And the process of being stubborn is creating new, brand new, never before seen problems just for me, unique to my stubbornness. For example, maneuvering that fade was a pain in the ass. That'll do. That's basically what I want. All right, check my limiter. I'm going to switch out L2 for flatline. Honestly, L2 is the default for me just because of the latency. It's so low latency. I leave that on for as long as I possibly can and then switch to something a lot heavier. Oh. Yep. Give me more limiter. A tiny bit less limiter than that. Too much limiter. Okay, and I think as much as I love our new friend here, he needs a little bit of soothe. Just gonna soothe a little bit. Soothe 3. But when it starts getting jumpy around here, yeah, you know, just cutting that. I'll set a max cut God, they really nailed it with Soothe 3, huh? I didn't even like Soothe that much until Soothe 3. I found myself using it as a crutch, and then I was like, oh, this is making me worse at mixing. And now it's like, this is actually like the tool I'd like it to be. Yeah. Okay. Whew. We have our song. I think I want some kind of whoop into the front, and then we'll call it a day. Maybe it's just the cymbal crash and kick reversed. What happened? Why are you quiet? Oh, because of that huge fade out I drew. That's right. Let's just put this here. This is like a weird bounce in place. Let's see if it works the way I want it to. Oh, that looks angry. Yeah, this is all I need to do. Do this. And send it to the stereo out. Reverse it. Turn it down, probably. Might actually not need to, but. Might need to turn it up. Yeah, that's sick. Probably shorter, and we don't want to hear the end like that, but that's sick. No low end in this one, but I'll add a different low end whoop. One of my favorite low end whoops is this right here. It's called Kick 808 Reverse Thud. Couldn't tell you where I found it. No idea where it came from. But it has been in my like selection of whoops and fwops since time immemorial. Time immemorium? Time immemorial. One of those, you know what I'm saying. Very loud. I think I gotta do this to it. You stubborn? Nah. Lol. What's up, Angie? Angie is showing up to chat with the sibling T. Yeah, that's about right. I've been pretty stubborn for as long as I've been alive. That's about right. Okay, it's just a tiny whoop. Maybe a tiny fwop. Yeah, no. No, that's a huge fwop. I need a tiny one. These are all going to be huge. Yeah, and that's not quite right. That, but quiet. You know what I mean? Like. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're ready to give this a listen. Okay. Here it comes. That's it. Not bad. Pretty tight. I am a fan. Love this. That's basically what I was hearing in my head. Um, Bummer that I didn't get to record any of the rhythm guitars IRL, and it's just gonna have to stay programmed for now. But, as soon as this humbucker as soon as this switch is working again, here's what I'm gonna do, and until I get that sorted, I'm just gonna keep practicing it, and then I'll check in on all my gear, and fix it up so that next time I open this song up, we can track some of those guitars. That's exciting, and I like the sound of that. But, um, anyway, y'all, thank you so much for joining me for this stream. It's been real. I decided I'm gonna start streaming consistently every week, uh, Wednesday afternoon. Figuring out times now, but let's just say Wednesday midday, you will find me on stream, and I'm gonna have this stream cut down for y'all to watch later so that you have weekend riffs like you used to. This is my return. This is, what I wanna give to you guys. And, hopefully you guys are down with that. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming to hang, for being patient through that period of time where I just didn't really upload much. Uh, we are so back. I also have some really cool content on its way, uh, for RTFM. Why don't I do the outro stuff now? I'll do the outro stuff proper. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. Please leave a like if you like this. Leave a comment. Damn, it's been a while, you can tell, huh? Thank you guys so much for joining. Please leave me a like if you like this. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm going to be streaming every week on Wednesdays, so please tune in, come hang. I'm also working on a bunch of Quad Cortex content right now for my other series called RTFM, where I talk about the tools that we use to make music and how they can inspire music. That sounds interesting to you, please come hang, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell so you get notified, and I'll see you there. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.